And we moved like 8 times. It's been a crazy ride.
Out of 10 years?
Out of 10 years, we moved all the time. It was crazy, but I'm loving it. I'm loving this life.
Hello, welcome to Sunny Story. Thank you so much for coming back. I am Sunny and I invite my friend Steffi. She's a military spouse and she's from Germany. And she's the owner of this SLAM Strollerstrongmom Vicenza. So she's very inspiring. She's very happy, energetic lady. So that's why I invite her to listen her story. So I hope you enjoy her story as well. Hello, Steffi.
Hello, Sunny.
How are you?
Very good. Thank you very much. Thank you for the delicious coffee.
Okay. How long have you been military spouse?
So, my husband and I are together since 13 years, and I'm married since 10, so we just had our 10-year anniversary, and yeah, it's been a while, and we moved like 8 times. It's been a crazy ride.
Out of 10 years? Out
of 10 years, we moved all the time. It was crazy, but I'm loving it. I'm loving this life.
You seem like it. You seem like you're enjoying it. Okay. So out of 10 years of military life, what is your best moment of military life?
Every time my husband came back to us, and it was just before, but it was just him and me, and I was working, and he was on different deployments, and he was always gone, and just the moment when he comes back into the door, and like we are back together as a family. And now it is makes me cry really
already, right?
Okay. And then of course he just had shorter deployments when we had the kids, but every time they see their daddy back and the whole family is together, this is every time for me the best moment of the military life.
This is wonderful. Wow. I love you changed my perspective of military life, because every time my husband is back from the TDY, usually my emotion is like, I'm exhausted, take the kids. But your perspective, your thought is totally different from mine. Okay, that's awesome.
And it's just, because you like have the whole family together again.
We reunited.
You like whole again, yeah. So I always tell my husband when he's gone, I'm switching into survival mode.
Right.
Every time.
Yeah, alert all the time.
And you like
24/7.
Because you are responsible for your kids by yourself. Nobody's there, right? And so you have to survive. And then when he's back, you can just relax more because you just share the workload.
That's awesome. That is awesome. So, out of 10 years, I'm sure you have a struggle moments, right? What would you share your struggle moments in military life?
So the biggest struggle for me was when I had the kiddos and I didn't know where I belonged to anymore, because before that I was working and I came home and I just helped my husband out whenever he needed help. But when the kiddos were there, I was mom, but I didn't know who I was anymore. So it was, who do I belong to? What do I want to do? I can't work anymore. I was always proud that I worked and I had my own money and I did my own thing. And then that together with all the moves we're doing, and you have to find your new friend circle again, and you have to start again all over. You don't know anybody. And then that as a mom as well with little kids, I found that really hard. And I overcame that when we moved to Leavenworth and the kids were 6 months old. We moved from Germany, and I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I was like, I want to go back to work, and my husband was like, you're crazy, you have 6-month-old children, it's not gonna work.
And twin.
Yeah, I know. So I was like, I can't do this. And then our neighbor introduced me to SLAM. It was really SLAM, and I went there, and every mom had the same struggle. So we were working out together, they were helping me out, the kids didn't sleep through the night, so I was always exhausted, but they were like helping me with the kiddos, they were holding them. And one day I just showed up and I was like crying because I was so exhausted. I was like, I can't do this anymore. And they were like, no, Steffi, this is all normal, and it's all going to be better. And it really got better. And just having this community of other military moms who know exactly where you are in life and what you feel, and that's how that's how I overcame the biggest struggle of becoming a mom and being alone.
Being alone, and then
in a different country.
And no job.
And no job,
right?
Exactly.
But joining that community helped you to get over that stress and loneliness.
Yeah.
Oh, I've done that.
Right?
I've done that. I can relate to that, but I wish that I knew those, community like SLAM or other community. Back then I didn't know, so I just completely struggled, You are German and got married American. And after you got married, is there any culture shock or culturally difference between, you and your husband? Would you share your experience?
So definitely. Germans are very, like everybody who has been to Germany or knows German, we are very direct people. We like to say how it is. And Americans, I think, are very polite. And I absolutely love that about Americans. I think it's great. And for Germans, it's harder to make friends, so it takes a while till we warm up to people normally. Okay, I'm a little bit different, but normally
you are very different.
Normal Germans, it takes a long time till they get comfortable, and then when you have a friend or when a German accepts you as a friend, you are their friend forever. With Americans, when I moved to the States in 2011, the first time it was in Georgia.
10 years ago.
10 years ago, exactly. So I was in Georgia and I was like, oh my goodness, I've never been to the South. And the food was different. I didn't know how to pump gas. I left the car for my husband like empty because I was terrified to get gas. It was just, everything was so different.
Really?
I didn't understand the dialect, the Southern dialect, because we learned British English in school, so it was nothing like that. And everything was very strange, different. There was no downtown. I was used to, you just walk downtown and you have a coffee, like Italy basically. And there's nothing like that. Without a car, you can't go anywhere. And there was so many differences which I had to overcome first. I overcame it with my first friend, my first military spouse friend. Thank you, Monica. I'm still in contact with her. She's great, and she helped me out and just explained to me what it means to be a military spouse, and basically helped me out and told me this is what's going on in life. This is what you need to do, and this is how it is. So she was great. So I think you need to find a good American friend or a nice American military spouse you can trust, because military life is different than normal American life for sure. But I think our military community worldwide is absolutely great, and I think it's a special community. And I really think that normally when you meet a spouse who has been longer a military spouse than you are, you can learn so much from a senior spouse if you just ask her and just take in what she has to give to you.
Gotcha. How about with your husband? Is there any cultural differences?
Yes. He's like still shocked that I'm like super honest. I was like, gosh, Scotty, today we're like gaining a little weight over here, but of course I'm like very honest, but he is
very straight.
Very straight. And at the beginning he didn't like tell me immediately when he didn't like something, because he was just so politically correct, and then but we were like growing on each other. I got a little bit more indirect nicer, and he got a little bit directer, so we were like learning. But what I also a big culture difference, when I came to the States, I didn't understand what it means. Sure, let's meet for coffee. It doesn't mean, sure, let's meet for coffee. So I didn't understand that it's just being nice as an American. If you tell a German, let's meet for coffee, you meet for coffee.
Yeah.
So
what time?
Yeah, exactly. Right? Okay, so Friday, 4 o'clock. I was like, that was a huge difference, and I had to learn that it's just being nice, and when somebody really means something.
Right. Wow.
I think that's the biggest thing.
That is it. Yeah, I like that. Yes, and then timing. I've known you since September, right? And you're very time wise.
Yes.
You're very.
That's true.
Sharp.
Yes, I hate being late. But that is true. The Americans, that is true. When you have like an American party, Scott always told me, no, if they say 3 o'clock, you don't have to be there 10 minutes before 3. Nobody's going to be there till 3:30. I still struggle with it. because a time is super important for me.
Yes.
Like 9 o'clock is 9 o'clock for me. And I think this is so in me, being me and being German, that this is still rough for me. A time thing, you're right, you know me already.
Yes, I know that because I see you watching your clock all the time. Okay, Sunny.
It's true. Oh my god.
It's time for dinner. It's time for nap.
It's exactly 6
So I'm like,
o'clock.
okay.
Time.
So would you give any, so you are foreign-born spouse, military spouse. You are from Germany. I'm originally from Korea. So is there, would you give any advice to the new military spouse who are born in foreign country?
It's definitely important to accept and understand the American and especially the military culture. So I would really, as a foreign spouse, I would really try to find a spouse who is already a little bit more senior and understands what military life means, and just ask all the questions you want to ask. Get out there, get involved. I think this is really important, that you understand the American culture, and especially the military culture, which is a little bit different than the normal American culture, right? But try to learn as much English as you can.
Did you have any language barrier? Did you have fear when you speak English?
Yes, at the beginning, totally. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. Now it's still when I have my SLAM girls, and I was, oh my god.
You say some word and
but they were like, what are we doing? So it's still my accent, or like some things I say, it is still sometimes a little bit confusing for some people, but we will always have an accent. It will never go away. I think it doesn't matter if we're like 40 years now in the States, it will still be there, and I think it'll get better, and I think it's something we can laugh about, because I find it funny what they understand, and then you just spell it out so they know what you're talking about. But at the beginning I found it frightening. I didn't want to answer the phone the first 6 months in the States, because I thought that they won't understand me, and it like frightened me that they didn't understand me, and I didn't want to repeat myself, because I'm going to say it in the same accent again. It's not going to change. It's not going to get better.
When I ordered the pizza.
Oh yeah.
They're like, what?
What do you want? So
I'm sorry, I will call you back.
Exactly. So the first 6 months I didn't answer the phone when we moved to the States, till Scott said, so my husband said, Steffi, this is enough. It's been now 6 months. You have to get out there and do your thing.
So he encouraged you.
He made me answer phones and get gas and get out there and order food by myself in the restaurant, because I was like, no, can you order for me?
Wow, I was like that too. I was like that.
How long?
At least 1 year. That first year when I moved to States from Korea, I was just scared.
Yes.
What if they don't understand? What if?
Yeah.
And then
and you get embarrassed, because they don't understand you.
When they say what, and then I get embarrassed, and then
I was like, can you order for me?
But I cannot imagine you did that. You were like that, because you are very happy, positive. Wow.
No, the first year was rough, and I think it was the roughest 6 months of our marriage as well. My husband was in school all day, so he came home and he was tired. I was like, so what are we gonna do? Because I was all day at home and I was bored out of my mind. So that's like, if you're like in two different places in life, it's like really rough. And then we like pulled it together, and then he said, okay, it's gotta change. Let's get you started here on this American life. And then it got better.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a rough start.
Yeah, I've done that. Yeah,
right?
I can relate to that.
Yeah.
But I didn't thought that you were like that.
I'm pretty sure that most foreign spouses go through that, but because our cultures are so different from American culture, and it's like it's tough, because we give up our whole life to follow our husbands wherever they go, and we can be so. I think we can be extremely proud of yourself. Of yourself. I'm proud of myself that we actually did this, and we are here, and we like created a life for ourselves and our family in a foreign country.
Right.
I think we're pretty awesome, Sunny.
Okay, yes, we are. I introduced you. You're the owner of the SLAM Strollerstrongmom Vicenza. So what does SLAM mean?
So SLAM means sweat like a mother, so SLAM, and it's just short for the whole thing. What it stands for? It's the company is called Stroller Strong Moms, and it's founded by Alexa Smith, who is a military spouse herself, and it's a franchise, and it's basically from military spouses to military spouses. So. We are in 37 different locations, and it's all military bases. So it's like it's a workout group for moms, and you can bring your children, and they like see you work out, and afterwards they play, and we interact with them. But it's much more than that. It's a community. You like do things together. You help each other out when a mom is pregnant or sick or gives birth. You like organize meal trains. You just help whatever you can. If another SLAM sister needs help, you just help out. This is it's really much more than just a workout group. And now we can, when COVID calms down a little bit, we can do monthly play groups again. We do mom's night out or mom days out,
and mom's hiking.
Mom's hiking.
It
was absolutely fantastic, and just bonding and just basically creating a community for moms who are not close to family and just want to be the best they can be, because they can work out with their children and find friends and just don't feel so alone and be part of something cool.
Yeah, I went to your SLAM and it was amazing. I mean, I heard that from you what the SLAM is, but I just watch what you guys doing. It's amazing. It just, like I said earlier, I wish I knew this SLAM when I had a little one, 2014 or 2015. And I've been much better than that moment, because it was hard, you know, being a mom in a foreign country, a new environment. In new environment, it's not easy. But yeah, I saw SLAM. It's amazing community, and I want people know this wonderful organization or community so people can join it. Can you share any good memories of SLAM moms?
Yes. So one of my favorite memories was 2017 when I joined SLAM in Leavenworth when my little ones were so small, and just the encouragement, because I was so tired with those twins, and it was 6 months old, and we just moved, and I was alone, and I was not happy where I was in life, like mentally and physically. Or like Megan, the owner of SLAM Leavenworth, because I was 3 months in and I was so tired, and I was like, Megan, I'm gonna quit. I can't do this. She was like, are you crazy, Steffi? Come on, we're gonna make this work. And she just helped me and supported me, and this is where I am today. It's just there's like many moments, but this were like definitely the running group and definitely Leavenworth.
So when you now, as an owner of the SLAM Vicenza, when you see the moms who has a newborn baby, you can relate to their emotion and their thoughts, right?
Yes, and that they're tired. And I was so proud. One of my SLAM moms, she had a really sick boy, and she was super tired. And he got better, so she came back to SLAM, but she was still super tired, and she had maybe 3-4 hours sleep, but she was there, and she wanted to do it, and she was working hard, and she was working out, and it's just to seeing all those dedicated moms, and they all did the Murph in like best time on when did we do it, on Thursday? I know, Wednesday, sorry. And it was absolutely fantastic. They are working so hard, and they are cheering each other on, and the SLAM kiddos are super cute together, playing together. It's a great community already.
Yes, and then they can think that I'm not the only one who struggles.
Exactly.
Right?
Everybody has the
same. They share the emotion.
That's
important, right?
Yes.
Because as for my experience, I felt like I'm the weakest person. If I had any mom, my friend who has a newborn, I wouldn't think that way. But I thought that way, I'm the weakest person. I don't fit in this military life, So that's why SLAM is such a good community,
Agree.
They share their thoughts, and everybody understand. They can relate to it.
And everybody helps each other, which is great.
And then also working out is wonderful.
It is
to relieve their stress.
Yes, and I think it's really important for your mental health.
Right?
To
not only physical, both.
Yeah, I agree.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Sweating.
Yeah.
Like you
it's
said.
It's good for you.
Yes.
I always tell them when I yell at them, it's good for you.
Yeah, I heard them like,
Steffi.
But, and also, you know what I liked, actually what I enjoy watch in your community SLAM was they cheer each other up.
Yes.
They cheer up, you can do it. It'll get better,
Yeah.
That was beautiful. It's not just I work out and I leave that classroom. They help each other. They cheer them up.
Yeah.
That's lovely. That was lovely to see.
And they build friendships because it's also awesome to see kids with the same age basically hang out together. So the moms hang out as well, and then friendship get built. Kids find other friends to play with. It's awesome.
And they help each other when they need help. So. Yeah. Alrighty, the last question. So let's go back. So let's move back to the 10 years ago. So what was that? 2011. So what would you like to say to yourself, to Steffi, who become a new military spouse mom? What advice would you like to give to her?
I would tell myself to be more spontaneous, to just embrace everything that comes your way, because it's gonna be crazy. Military life is crazy. PCS is always stressful. It doesn't matter how many times you have done it. It's always stressful. And just get out there, put yourself out there, and just take it all in, and just have like an open heart for everything, and just basically put yourself out. Get every information you can, and just be a productive part of the military community. Volunteer. Find a group that has the same interests as you. Can be anything. I would tell myself, have a schedule, and also be like, have something to do. Like, don't sit at home and just think, oh my God, what did I just do? Why am I here? And just and ask for help if you have to.
I keep thinking about the young Steffi.
Okay.
You're still young.
No, I'm not.
Young Steffi who couldn't get the gas, who couldn't go to gas station by herself.
Ask my husband.
And then who cannot order the food, right? But now you are, owner of the SLAM Vicenza, and then you are happy, you're enjoying military life.
I do. I love it here.
By embracing, getting out of the comfort zone, and that's wonderful.
Thank you.
That is wonderful. Alrighty, this is the interview of Steffi. I hope you enjoy her story, and I already got inspired from her, and I knew it before. She's a very inspirational person. Thank you so much, and please remember to stay sunny. Bye.
Bye-bye.